science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Chelasway, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight, Stanley West McPherson, on What Matters at the Roundtable. December the 4th, 2018. And this year is getting out of here. You can see that. And we're on Pegasus, channel 13. We're live in the studio. Spectrum, TV cable network. And guess what? You can get involved. Yes, you can. Live, you can call in. Area code 607-272-0319. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on a discussion tonight. But if you miss tonight, hey, we got 6 more days, and you can have them. Pick your schedule, and the broadcast schedule is at the bottom of the screen, and you choose whichever day you make it. Hey, we're working around your schedule. So, hey, you can view us at any time. And if you don't have cable, we'll send you a direct link to your phone or your tablet. Guess what? You can get the show. We're on all social medias, Facebook, Google, YouTube. Hey, you can get it. So tune in. And we just want to give shout outs and let people know that we know what they're doing. We know people are making sure that their families are being taken care of. People are struggling. We know, hey, listen, we know these things. So, hey, that's why we're here working, trying to get people out of poverty, period. We know that people are losing their jobs now, this year. They're cutting people, all kind of stuff, and we don't like that. So we're letting you know that we are working, and there's other people working around the clock. So that's what we're doing. We just want to give shout outs and let people know that, hey, Rosedal S, keep doing what you're doing. Sunshine from Baltimore, Maryland. Kendra H, also MS, VVS, and so many others. Pimplia, Australia. Sunshine, my grandbaby, and Storm, my grandson. Y'all do you and have a good holiday. Hey, we are here to try to get people out of this mess, okay? And people are born in this mess. And don't forget, it wasn't their fault and it ain't ours, okay? So, hey, we know the deal. But we just want to let you know that we're on our job. Here in the studio with me live, co-host Milton, Webb. Milton, how you doing?
I'm doing, Stan. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, good. How you feeling? Okay. Listen, you already know.
Oh yeah, I already know. It's hard to be out there and trying to work, and there's nothing out there to work with, and then losing your job. A living wage is a living wage, but when you ain't got a living wage or part of a living wage, that not having a job thing is kind of hard. You can only get so much help from DSS and all these other places. So, you sit back and try to figure out what you're going to do. Keep your head up. It's out there. That's all I can tell you. A living wage is what we do. This is how we got started. And we try to make sure that everybody can get that, close to it, somewhere above it, over it. It's not like people are just giving you jobs with the living wage, all right? And they're making millions of dollars, and they're paying you crumbs. I was watching a thing on Walmart to where they was complaining about their employers not making a living wage and how they making all this money, you know what I mean? I said, so you see, it's rough because you're trying to do what you can do, but you got people standing in your way and don't want to help you do it, don't want to see you make it. They're just looking at what they're doing. How's it benefiting them?
Exactly.
Not if you're okay, if your family's going to be right, you're making enough money to live. Like the one girl said, she didn't even want to be seen. She was so embarrassed. And she worked for Walmart.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They don't make no money, man. They ain't making no money. I mean, and it's out there. It's out there. All you got to do is just, set it right. And a lot of people know that, but they don't want to do that. It's one thing to do the thing, but it's another thing not to do it at all.
Well, now they're doing is the car industry is cutting a lot of people. Cutting a lot of jobs because they have not been selling. The prices of cars is too high, so they got a whole bunch of stockpiles and everything. So it's like thousands of people all around the globe losing their jobs from all these car dealers. And it ain't one car dealer, it's all of them. Whatever car it is, whatever the name it is, whatever branch it is, they all losing their jobs.
That's
and people are getting, they firing people before Christmas and all this New Year holiday. They getting rid of them now, okay? And it started, might have started Friday, but if it didn't, it will be this week, okay? Because they said the car wasn't selling, people wasn't buying cars. No, people ain't buying cars because it's too much. You got, 50, 35, and then they beat you after, you can't even buy a new one. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And so now they tell people, hey, you got to go. So all of the presidents and the big timers, they getting their money, and they getting rid of everybody. They cut them loose, and they keeping their share of the money.
Their share of the money,
exactly. Because see, if the stock market go down like it's been going down, they all gonna lose anyway. So what they're trying to do is cut people and get them out, and so they can keep their hand full.
Keep their hand full.
Exactly. And that's what happened, all the time around the holidays. Everything go boom down.
Well, you see, Stanley, the whole thing about it is, if they would pay a living wage, people would spend more.
Exactly.
And the whole thing about it is, you got all these companies coming in Ithaca from out of town and making money all summer long, all winter long, whenever. Okay? Now, you got 3 trade schools here. Why you can't put those people on the job training?
Exactly.
Put them out there. Put them to work.
Right.
All right? You keep the money here. This is why, you don't make no money. Because they're taking the money out of town.
Exactly.
They're not spending it here. And it's like you say, all of these car companies are folding up.
Yep.
They're cutting people because they're not selling cars. It ain't that the cars are too much. The people ain't making no money to buy the car. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. If you paying me $10 an hour, do you really expect me to buy a $35,000 or $60,000 car? All right? I mean, you sitting up here talking what? All right, the cheapest car you sitting up here looking at is going to be like 20.
And yeah, exactly.
I mean, a car value that's worth anything.
Yeah.
Man, please, come on. And you only paying somebody $8, $9 an hour?
And not just that, but the finance, after you get that, the bank will kill you and beat you with the loan and beat you 3 times as much.
Yeah.
They hit you with all of that stuff, and then next thing you know, they coming at you knocking at your door, talking about repo. You didn't pay because they didn't got your money 3 times as much. And the banks are the gangsters, okay? They are the racketeers. They're the mobsters. They everything, okay? The cartels, that's what they are. And we found out that the judges are throwing cases, because I done read all around the world now. They're throwing cases for the banks.
Yes.
Okay, now that's my evidence. And I found something else, okay? That once they violate the law, they under treason under the United States Constitution, Article 3 and Section 3. They're under treason. The federal judges are under treason once they violate the public law, the Constitution of the United States. Sorry, you're out of here. And the authority is gone. And that's a case that they don't want to use. These are cases that they try to throw out. Landmark cases that's never been overturned in this world. But they don't want to look at it. They go blind to it like a horse, putting blinders on. That law stands. It was never overturned, and you can't throw no cases out. So they under treason. These judges are under treason under the United States Constitution, okay? And I did my homework, and they better get to do theirs, because they don't have no authority. And I ain't going to tell them who can take their cloak from them. I ain't going to tell them that. I'll let them find that out.
You know, Stanley, but you got to understand one thing, to look at it and see, all right? Who's going to tell that judge he's out of line?
Huh.
Who's going to, you know
well,
what I'm
they
saying?
got superiors. They have meetings. They have conferences. They got people. They got the judicial branch. They got the branch that we went to, the judiciary branch in Congress. All of those people, okay? We went at them. They got paper on their desk from us.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Okay? So they're out of line as well.
That's what I'm trying to tell you now.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
if everybody's out of line, who's going to solve it?
There you go.
Who's going to solve it if everybody out of line?
That I'm not going to tell them.
All right.
That's the key I got, and I'm going to turn it and walk through it. I'm not going to tell them that key right there. And they're a judge, and they don't know this one. Because they violated. But they'll see. They'll soon see. Because we ain't playing.
No,
we under the Constitution of the United States. We told you we under martial law, and we under silver and gold. And the banks, all of them, the Federal Reserve, all of them, they are frauds, okay? They are violating the law, okay? And these are their banking laws that they put in place, all right? This is under the law, and they violate, okay? You got the banks, you got the judges, you got everybody violating the law. Guess what? I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again. It's soon going to be lawlessness, okay? I'm going to tell you this again.
Wild, Wild West.
It's going to be the Wild, Wild West, because then,
People getting tired.
that's right, it was every man for himself. And the Bible said, every man done what he's seen in his own eyes. That means if it was good in his eyes, it's going to happen, okay? So you watch out, those things going to come back at you, okay? And when the lawlessness comes, I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me, don't call me, don't say nothing to me. Don't email me, don't say nothing. Shut up and take it, because that's what's going to happen. I don't want to hear it, okay? Lawlessness, I'm telling you, that's on the verge, because ain't nobody going to respect nothing. Go to court for what? Them dudes is clowns. I ain't trying to hear that. No, they don't want to obey the law. It's right in front of them. The same law I got, they got. Oh, I forgot. They changed it. It's not common law no more. It's statutory. It's not admiralty law. Martai under the Constitution. 1865. President Abraham Lincoln. That's the real law. Okay? That man followed the law. The president. Okay? He followed the law. Because you know why? Because he said under the coin, under the Constitution, there will be no coin, okay, no bill if it ain't under silver and gold. That means it's got to be purchased. It's got to be bought under silver and gold, okay? And don't forget, Kennedy as well. He did that too with the $5 bill. He paid silver for a $5 bill. These men follow the law. Constitution of the United States. They ain't following nothing now. You got money. It ain't worth the paper you done. It ain't worth that. That's paper. Money ain't worth it. This paper here is worth more than the money that they're making right now, the Federal Reserve. That paper is worth more than the money that they're making, because that money they got ain't backed up by nothing. Yeah, this money is worth more than their money, okay? This money is worth more because it ain't worth the paper that is written on, that is printed on. I'm telling you. And don't forget, you'll see the deal in a minute. You know what's going to tell you? The stock market going to tell it all. Because when that baby crashed, that's a wrap. Nobody ain't got nothing. But don't forget, I can get you out of it because I know the secret. Don't forget, I had to twist God's arm, and I had to twist him up, twist his hands, and let him give us he gave us the ropes. He gave it to us. But we had to twist him up. I had to even call him a racist. Yeah, I did that. I called the King of Kings a racist. And I'm up early in the morning, wee hours of the morning, me and him, battling, going at it. He had to give me something, because I called him a racist. I said, you with them. You know, and this is me. And I'm telling you what I told the King of Kings. And I told him, you know what it is. You know me. You know what it is. I ain't playing this game. You called us to do something, we're going to do it. Don't renege on us. He gave me the secret. So I got the secret to get people out of this. If that market crashed today, we can get out of it. They won't, but we will. So don't worry about it. Just hold on. He said the same thing to me. I said, don't you keep giving me dreams and you keep giving me all this stuff. But you say instant. Where's that? I ain't seen nothing yet. See?
Hey, but you know what instant is to him.
That's what I told him.
That
I made some.
50 years, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, with him, yeah. I told him, I said, I made some instant oatmeal, and that was like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Instant whatever. But his instant, like you said, it ain't instant. You know, immediately. But I said, listen, you have to give us, because we are going against the cartels.
You ain't
okay?
lying.
We are going against people and entities that we know that once we crack their heads, they done.
That's right.
They done. And they know that. And we're on the verge of doing that. And they are trying to switch things. Don't forget, over the weekend, they switched the banking system. Oh,
They sure did.
See, I told you, everything we give you, we're going to turn this world upside down, because we know why they did it. They did it because of us. We telling you this. We know why they did it. We telling you why they did it. Okay? But don't forget, you do your homework too, because you know, and if you know us,
you know we ain't playing.
then you know we ain't playing. Okay? Because we've told you already that we're going at them and get what? Yours. And this is what we told them. We're going to get yours. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, hey, I told him, he called us to do something, and we're going to do something that never been done in this world. Oh, we already told you that. So we just stand on him and say, don't you renege on us. Don't you pull out. Don't you pull a rug. Don't you back up. You do what you say you're going to do, and we're going to do what we say we're going to do. Because we're doing it right now.
That's for real.
You see, so this is what we've been talking about, and we're telling you, and hey, we here to help people. We was in poverty. We came out of it. We in this mess. We in this mess with you.
We in it now.
It's not like we on Capitol Hill, or we in Washington, D.C., and,
Right.
and you over here struggling, and we over there on the hill talk about, oh, well, they all there, they'll make it, they'll do it up. No, we down here with you, okay, and trying to get you up out of this. So this is why we on him, because we telling him, I thought you took poverty to the cross. Jesus, I thought you took that to the cross. Why is this here? Get it out of here, because if you didn't take it to the cross, then somebody's lying. Because you say you took all that stuff with you to the cross, so that should be up there. So let's get some things together and straight. Because I already told you, the colonel is lying.
No, we definitely
We
know
know
he lying.
we know the colonel's lying, and we know the judges are lying.
Oh, yeah.
So we got two people that's lying already, the colonel and the judges. So we got them now. We trying to figure out who else is lying.
The banks.
We know they lying. We definitely know they lying because they don't even want to follow the law, their own law.
No, they
So
sure
we
don't.
know they lying. But my thing is, what I read, that should be the truth, right? So that means that you got to follow that up. He had to follow up what he said. If I read it, then it's supposed to happen. Because I read it, right? You want me to read it? If you set me to read it, then that means it's going to happen because I read it. That's it. And this is what we are doing, okay? Because we know that nobody else don't believe this. They think they playing God as a joke, you know. He's nothing to them. He's the Big Bang. And I already told him that. I said they make themselves gods and they playing you, you know, and you ain't doing nothing. And you looking like hey, forget about what it is to me. It's what it is to you. Because I got the word. And I want to know that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. When they disrespect you back in the days, you took care of them. You took care of everybody, okay? Just like that. You ain't doing it now. What's up with that? You need to do something. I had to get on about that. Hey, listen, who you do? They can't be doing that.
Hey.
They don't even know you. They playing games.
We see everybody thinks they know him. You know what I mean? Just because they say they study the word, okay? But when it comes right down to it, they don't know they being played. Okay, so I mean,
they ain't been in the trenches. They ain't been through nothing. Okay? He's got to bring you out of it. See, you know what he does? He put people in stuff and then bring them out to let them see that he did it.
yeah.
Now, some of this stuff is on fire. Okay? And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, today, look what I said. Nebuchadnezzar, he looked inside and said, I see 4 men inside. So he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Because this was on my phone. So he said, I see 4 men inside there, and they all in there walking around, and they looking like ain't nothing wrong with them, no hurt or nothing. So he said, I'm looking at it, so I said to him, so you in the fire with me now, huh? Because you walking around with me, because that means they see you walking around in there with me, with us in the fire, huh? With no hurt, right? I said, okay, I accept that. See, because he's talking to me. Right. So I said, okay, I accept that. I take that. Okay. Now, those men came out the fire, and guess what? They got prestige, they got gold, they got everything. Okay? I seen that. But I know the whole scripture too. I know the rest of that. Those men, them Hebrew boys, that's what they are. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, them Hebrew boys, they had prestige, they was ahead of everything, and they was in control. So I said, okay, I got that. See, because I accept that. And didn't even go there yet. That came after the fact. So I said, okay, you're in the fire with us, E Jesus. They said it looked like the Son of God. E Jesus Cristo. Latin. That's where I stayed with him. I stayed Latin and Hebrew. I don't mess with no English. I don't mess with that. Because that, he don't respond to that. Because it wasn't over his head, okay, at the cross. It was only 3, Greek, Latin, and Hebrew. And those are the 3 he know. Because he died, them was over his head. So I ain't messing with nothing English. Oh, I'm not messing with that. You say what you want to say. That's your interpretation. But I'm telling you what Greek says. I'm telling you what Latin says. E Jesus Cristo. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Now, you got a problem with that, you take it up with him.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I know what was over his head. I don't know what you know. I don't know what nobody told you. But you need to get what's over his head. You see what I'm saying?
Then you'll know him.
That's right. Then you'll know him. Because then you then went through something. Okay?
Well, you see, everybody's going to go through something. Everybody's going through something.
Exactly.
You know, and you know, people talk about, you know, if is the biggest word in the dictionary.
Of course it is.
All right?
And it's a doubt, too.
Yes, it is. All right? So instead of saying if, why don't you say I can?
Exactly.
All right? I can do this. I can get that money. I can make that job
That's
work.
right.
All right? And I want to holler out to Stacy because she got her job today that she wanted.
Okay.
All right? Congratulations, girl.
Okay.
Keep your head up, do your thing.
What we always say? Push a bitch again. Stacy, that's right. Because, and you know what? You know where that came from?
Stacy?
Our daughter. Because she was going to push her. She was going to push her down. I was in the snow. Remember we was in the snow? We was coming out of the restaurant. And the daughter went to push her. And Stacy turned around and said, push a bitch again, huh? I said, that little girl was going to push you down in the snow.
To get to where she had
to go. Where she had to go.
That's right.
And I kept it saying all the while. I said, look at that.
You know, so when it comes right down to it, you got to mess around there and get it up. You know, you got to be able to do what you got to do. So, being live, this is our last one until Christmas, right?
No, we still got 2 more. We got 11th and 18th.
Oh, well, we'll be back.
Yeah, we got 2 more.
Y'all have a good one.
We just letting y'all know that, hey, all is well. And, hey, we in this with you until, you know, we come up out of this together. This is what we're doing, you know. So, stay alive. Good night. See you next week.
Put on the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what year, too much blood I run. Put on the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put on the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youths, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what year, too much blood I run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that.
I'm your host on What Matters at the Roundtable, Stanley McPherson. Not a minimum wage, not any other kind of wage, but a living wage. Our broadcast schedules are Sunday at 7:30 a.m., Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., Wednesday, 1:30 p.m., Thursday, 7:30 a.m., Friday, 7:30 p.m., and Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Get on the